Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 3. I don't know if we'll have enough talking to do to occupy an episode on the ship, or if we'll make it to the Citadel. Okay, I don't know where everybody is. I don't know where... Okay, I was expecting Rex and the Turian to be here. Or at least here.
Bethany, you see the vids of the Maw taking down the Reaper? Man, I wish I could have been there.
I'm just glad the diplomats are off the ship. A Krogan and a Turian in the same room is a fight waiting to happen.
Oh, they're off ship. I don't know why or how.
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Novaria.
Novaria? We've been there before. Isn't that the frozen planet where we killed some Rachni?
The Turians have given us top-level access to their combat data. Their ships are already moving in to help the Alliance fleet. You actually secured a Krogan-Turian alliance. It's one thing to hear about Commander Shepard. It's another to see him in action. Commander?
My mouse button. I wonder if my mouse bottom is all sticky.
Alright, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
Alright, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
How you gotta respect the classics?
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me! The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
Alright, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Brutal. Like it though. I do like Garrus.
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Morden.
He was, as we've now discovered, one of 2 Solarians we liked. That's half the Solarians we liked dead. He was our friend. We got on quite well with Morden.
He was a good man.
Yeah, he was always running those tests. One time he tagged me in the middle of the night to ask how many livers humans had. And this bump on my elbow? He said it was just a mild bone deformation, but I'm pretty sure he stuck a probe in there.
Glad it was just your elbow.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The Krogan are probably not going to survive until the end of time, will they? And I didn't really do it to help the Krogans, did I? I did it to help myself beat the Reapers.
To be honest, I did it so the Krogan would help your people.
And believe me, it won't be forgotten. Our fleets will be there for Earth. I'll make sure of it.
I know you will.
And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if someone like that brother of his, Reeve, took over.
It could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have looked for a way out.
The Solarians tried. If I had sabotaged the cure, they would have helped build the Crucible.
Oh, that's nasty, even for them. I admire your restraint, Shepard. It's nice when we can save the galaxy without destroying another race along the way.
Let's hope our luck holds.
No, Edie's not here.
Commander?
I wonder where all the Krogan will live now. I've never seen what you'd call a house on Tuchanka.
Good point, actually. Yeah, they just live in dilapidated, wrecked, I don't even know what you call them. Presumably nuclear bunkers that have now been nuked. Good point, Garrus. We need to find Edie, though.
Commander, Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
Fair enough. Let's do it in order, though. Well, we're off to high octane start on this deck. I think we've seen there.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
Okay, that kind of implies that the Asari have also put booby traps or something onto Tuchanka and she's covering it up. Which isn't a massive surprise, but it is bad. That said, why can't the Krogan detect anything that's going on their planet? They are rubbish. Telemetry captured from Arcturus Station shows just how quickly Reapers poured in from the relay and tore through Alliance fleets. VIs can analyse hostile fire in the data collected to increase weapon damage. They can also spend processing power looking for ways to improve shielding against Reaper weapons. I've generally been taking shields. I'm going to take shields. Hopefully it's personnel shields and not ship shields.
Working on anything?
I'm helping decode some of the Crucible's designs, or trying to. Theoretical particle physics based on specialized base 12 mathematics aren't exactly my specialty. And Javik is his usual forthcoming self. I'd trade my last 100 years to resurrect even one Prothean scientist to help us. The genophage cured. The Krogan have no reason to hold back now, do they? Rex knows what he's doing, but can he keep the Krogan in check? Or will this be the start of another Krogan empire?
Don't worry, it won't go on long.
I wish Eve could have seen the rebirth of her people. The Krogan won't let themselves fall by the wayside again. Not like they did after the rebellions. We'll have to get used to them having a bigger part in the galaxy. I hope the Krogan live up to their ancient legacy, and for the better. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by.
Mass relay traffic reports. Increase, decrease in recent relay traffic. Widow, 95% increase. Omega 2, 65% increase. To Sail, 32% increase. Signhand, 43% increase. Palian, 12% decrease. Chiron, unavailable. Shanji Theta, unavailable. Don't think that helps me very much.
A pleasure to see you.
Don't think there's going to be anyone here, because this is normally Garrus. Unless Jared has taken the opportunity to come here. No, he hasn't.
Just reviewing some charts.
No, I thought you might be a bit sad about our buddy, Mordin.
What are you up to now?
I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small?
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Well, keep talking to the Tyrians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
I think that makes sense, because they harvested Leviathan, didn't they, to make Sovereign, and they were trying to harvest humans to make another Reaper flagship, we'll call it. And then they process all the sort of munchkins on Earth to make a normal ship. And then the humans that aren't that good, they turn into husks. So there's a hierarchy of what they do, which makes sense in how the ships turn out, doesn't it?
Hello, Shepard.
Genophage cure, huh? This beats the hell out of reporting on the Milgram City Council.
I don't think I've heard of Milgram. Which planet is that again?
Beckenstein. It's right next door to the Citadel. I'm a colony kid. Commander, got a minute?
What do you want to know?
You've just implemented a cure for the genophage. Millions of Krogan will start fighting the Reapers. What do you say to people who think humanity is starting another Rachni War and Krogan rebellions?
Oh, stupid.
We all know our history, but this isn't 1400 years ago.
But if the genophage is gone, what makes these Krogan different from the ones that rebelled?
The Krogan have no warships. If the Reapers focus on them, they could be wiped out. Combining their infantry with the Turian fleet is a huge asset, and both parties know it.
Are you aware that Clan Urdnot is already petitioning the Council for an embassy and rights to a colony world?
That I didn't expect it was going to let me do that. I expected it to go bong or something. I don't 100% know what the red option was. I thought it was going to be locked out, and I was going to have to say, oh, why is it locked out? But no, let me choose it. That's thrown me now. Well, they're not going to get a colony world. Why can't we just say no, I don't want to give it to them? I guess because the Krogans will see that and think it's a betrayal. I mean, I'd quite happily remove the Solarians from the Council and replace them with a Krogan. Colony world, less negotiable. But I don't see why they can't have an embassy. We'll get rid of the Solarians.
The Krogan are coming to the aid of a Council homeworld. That's more than a lot of species can say. I helped them get the genophage cure. Anything more is between the Council and the Krogan.
There it is, straight from Commander Shepard. Until tomorrow, this is Diana Allers. Good night and stay strong. Okay, I'll cut that together with the rest of the segment and send it to Command for approval. Commander.
Ooh, we did got an updated thing there. We've done something good or bad.
Gabby, is it true you helped repair Edie's mobile frame after that last mission?
She just needed an extra pair of hands. I am an engineer, remember?
Were oils and lubricants involved? Was there any moaning?
In your dreams, Kenneth.
If only my imagination was that good.
Look, at some point, Edie is going to get left behind on an alien planet. First opportunity we get, she is gone. Don't get too attached to her. Maybe she's indoctrinating Engineer Connolly.
Commander, remember the problem I mentioned? About a core overload possibly venting into the engineering compartment? Daniels, Donnelly, Edie, and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes.
You see, the venting occurs when IES sinks are in a back cycle, at the same moment the main core is at peak draw, such as from sustained kinetic.
What Kenneth means to say is that we're pretty sure we can make the system safer.
We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Unfortunately, we're cut off from Alliance supply chains. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
I'll look for one next time we go to the Citadel.
Thanks, Commander.
I think not having our ship vent into itself and kill everyone is a good use of money. Do I have to even explain that to you? Probably not.
Commander.
All good, Commander.
Commander?
Oops, I didn't mean to go that way. I think we have to go visit Javik here.
Commander.
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And a Krogan who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished. The weak perished. The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
Yeah, that's right. The safety net for the weak just presses the strong and prevents humanity from rising up to where it should be. But equally, I'm not going to get too taken in by his parlor tricks, because a lot of this could even just be warm reading. He could have just spoken to other people on the ship, read our documents. You know, it's not necessarily this psychic intuition. He could have easily found out all those things. He could have just typed it into the computer and had to look for himself. So I'm not going to be too taken in by it. It could all be a trick. In the same way when magicians in real life, they'll have microphones in the queue and stuff, and they'll pick up information, they'll pretend to be psychic or talk to the dead and get this information. Some of it is cold reading, and simply is basically a parlor trick, and you say common things and people react to it. But also they have tricks where they listen into the crowd. So it's not even that, they already know the information. So let's not be too taken in by Javik.
Was this imperative just your scientist's opinion? Or did they prove something we don't know?
The universe had already proven it. They only had to look around.
And saw what exactly?
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos. The natural order of things. The weakest species are doomed.
We can't afford any weak links in this war. They drain our resources.
They can become a resource of their own.
How?
If the Reapers are busy conquering the weak, they are not watching you.
So, use them as a distraction.
All strategies must be considered, and few are too extreme. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
Liara? I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
Maybe. Or maybe you'd still be a soldier.
I do wonder sometimes. Living a life of constant war, taking life in every battle.
Does it get to you?
It shapes me. As stone is shaped by the one who carves it. The stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor. And we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this, and we'll both be set free.
That's noble, but it's probably not true. We'll probably end at war with the Krogan. Not necessarily with the Solarians, like would be our first choice. Or the Leviathans, but... That's a very naive opinion. We're at war before the Reapers, we'll be at war during the Reapers, we'll be at war after the Reapers. Sorry, but that's just the way humanity works. And all the other sapient species, it would appear.
You have killed a Reaper. I would like to have seen it. No matter. There will be more.
Plenty more.
Yes. A difficult fight remains. In your position, I would have offered the Solarian leader a deal.
Oh?
You only had to make the Krogan believe you cured their disease. They are too stupid to know the difference. The Solarians would have been grateful and rewarded you. Both would have served you at the same time. Morality and friendship do not matter now. Your allies are simply resources to use against the Reapers.
That's true, but that wasn't my motivation. My motivation was to have the Krogan reproduce so that in 100, 200 years' time we had more soldiers. That wasn't my motivation, Javi.
If the Krogan seek retribution for the past, do not waste time on sterility plagues. Destroy them where they stand. In the meantime, they are useful cannon fodder against the Reapers. Do not care what others think. Do what you must. Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
Hey Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah. There's that, too.
That's where it's been the whole time. I thought he'd wandered off.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double-checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry. This bird's been rock solid.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
I appreciate your dedication. Good work, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Commander. You can count on me.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, there are reviews like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
Take some time off on the Citadel, Steve. As a favor to me.
I find it very hard to say no to you, Shepard.
As it should be.
That last job on Tuchanka was intense. I tried providing air support, but the sky was so full of Cerberus, it was like someone kicked a hornet's nest. Sir.
I wonder if Boring James will say anything today.
Parts of Tuchanka reminded me of the desert back home. The lizards and worms are bigger, but, you know, the sand and everything. You think that cure they dispersed could do anything to us? We're not going to start growing scales or anything, right?
Funny, I actually had that thought, but I kept it quiet because it was the middle of a cutscene.
Maybe now that we have the Krogan on board, we can go back to fighting the Reapers. I was looking at the specs on that Reaper you took out on Tuchanka. That was one of the small ones? Don't get me wrong, it's still dead, but damn. There was nothing small about it. Too bad about Tarquin. I was starting to like him. Hey.
Incidentally, if this is a noisy video, There's 60-something mile an hour winds outside. It is crazy windy here. I really need to be cleaning my car, but there's no way I'm bothering to do it in 60-odd mile an hour winds. I'll just leave it dirty. Right, I think that's a pretty good tour, isn't it?
Commander?
Oh, there's quite a lot here. Okay, well, we'll go through these, and then we'll crack on with the game. Impressive work from General Corinthus. Commander Shepard, when you first arrived on Monet, I had a hard time seeing how you flying off with one of our best generals would benefit our fight against the Reapers. However, as I now watch Turian and Krogan fighters working together to take down a Reaper destroyer, I must admit I'm impressed. You've brokered an alliance that many thought impossible. Palaven might be saved after all. With great respect, General Corinthus, Monet Command. Ugh, making babies from Erdnot Rex.
Shepard, making babies again will be fun. Soon as this war is over, let's just say I'll do my part to build our numbers back up. You really came through for us. My plans for the Krogan go forward once we take care of the Reapers. Having Eve around would have helped. She would have been a great leader someday. Could have united the clans. That's a shame. But we got a war to fight and a lot of Krogan are itching to get into it. We're off to save the Turians now. Apparently they forgot how to hold a gun.
Your regrettable decision from Dalatras Linron. Commander, I am deeply disappointed by your actions on Tuchanka. As I thought I made clear, curing the genophage will have long-term consequences. Once the Reaper threat is past, our combined forces will be so depleted that no race in the galaxy will be capable of stopping a resurgent Krogan. Moreover, the Krogan will undoubtedly seek revenge for the genophage, and the Solarian Union will be amongst their first targets. When that day comes, Commander, the blood of my people will be on your hands. I'm ashamed to learn that our own scientist sacrificed his life carrying out your orders. This is a dark day, not only for my people, but for all of galactic civilization. Dalatras Linron, Solarian Union. So you're concerned that the Krogan might start a war against you and kill you after all this is over, and your decision to get over that and to reduce that risk is to piss me off further. Dalatras, you are fucking dead. The Viper is a semi-automatic rapid-fire sniper rifle manufactured by Rosenkopf Materials. Rosenkopf developed a patented automatic release system that assists with thermal clip ejection, shortening the Viper's reload time. The rifle is popular with military snipers, who appreciate a long-range gun that can snap off multiple shots in the blink of an eye. The Valiant is a sniper rifle tested by Alliance soldiers during a series of harsh survival exercises on the planet Kurljavan. This streamlined weapon employs a sophisticated fire control system that improves accuracy by stabilising the barrel during targeting. Although this comes at the cost of reduced capacity and rate of fire, most soldiers find that the increase in precision and quick reloading time are a worthy trade-off. The Mantis is a powerful sniper rifle able to take out most targets in a single shot. It's incredibly accurate at long range, but rate of fire is slow. Manufactured by Devlon Industries, the Mantis is primarily used by police and planetary militia groups. The Indra's low-powered scope leaves it most effective at medium range, but many soldiers believe this limitation is offset by the gun's rapid rate of fire. The Indra is the first military-grade fully automatic sniper rifle. It has an extremely efficient heatsink system that allows a surprisingly large number of shots to be fired before the weapon ejects its thermal clip. The Incisor is a sniper rifle designed to overload active defences. Firing 3 shots with each pull of the trigger, the Incisor was initially advertised as having negligible recoil, although under real combat conditions, the second and third rounds frequently climb in difficulty. The noise of the burst is comparable to a single rifle shot in duration, making it no easier to locate the sniper by sound. The Chrysae sniper rifle is a Turian anti-material rifle modified to kill Reaper enemies. The Chrysae scope uses a rangefinder that adjusts to keep the target in proper proportion to the shooter, which comes in useful when the sniper is forced into close range. Its specialised ammunition is both armour-piercing and explosive. In a desperate move, the Turians released its specifications over the extranet so that nearly anyone with a fabricator could manufacture this weapon to help with the war effort. An Alliance captain on her 5th tour of the Terminus systems once said that seeing a Kishuk was the easiest way to tell if she was being attacked by Batarian mercenaries or slavers, since no bastard with a Kishuk means to take you alive. This powerful sniper rifle fires a harpoon-like spike that causes massive internal bleeding, and its miniaturized disruptors will also destroy synthetics. The rifle's biggest drawback is that it must be reloaded after every shot, but for those with steady aim and good timing, one shot is enough.